happens. We have two formats at the radio station. We've got indie rock programming at night. We've got jazz programming during the day. And for both of those types of programming, we receive stacks of CDs every day. We get press kits, and we get demos, and we get with them one sheets. I want to talk about a one sheet for a minute. This is what the one sheet is. When you are ready, as musicians or artists in your field, and you have created a presentable demo, when I say a presentable demo, preferably something that's your best work to date. You've put all your time into it. It sounds good. If, in fact, it is on a burned CD, it is at least accompanied with a label and looks fairly presentable. Because sometimes, I'll be honest, it's a little bit of a turnoff. You get something and it's handwritten, you know, and at that level, you should be producing, at least try your hardest to make a really nice, presentable CD, because it does go places, you know. Even down to your cover art. Sometimes cover art alone, you know, you've got students looking at this. They're not going to be as high-minded as maybe someone who's going to take the time and look past that cover. You want to have a presentable cover because students are looking at it, or the music director's going to look at it. And same with the disc itself. You know, you want something that's going to be, you know, fairly nice, or if it is burned, at least with a nice label, very clear. So once you get a really nice demo that you're proud of, whether it's a live recording, something you've done in the studio, you make mass quantities of it, and it's time to take your demo, and you're going to solicit this out regionally. At this level, I'm suggesting people solicit regionally. Before you champion a major national market, you need to champion a regional market. So that when you come back from national tours, or you come back from all this, you still have your base, you have your following. You're not distance yourself from your regional following. So what you want to do is solicit immediate regional areas. For today's example, we're going to hit Austin, we're going to hit Houston, we're going to hit the Valley, and we're going to hit El Paso. We're going to champion all these non-commercial radio stations regionally. So you've got your demo, and you're ready to solicit all these stations. You've gone online, you've gone to various resources, you've created a nice address list of all these places you're going to solicit. Maybe you've called ahead of time. Hey, KSYM, who's your music director? I'm a band. I'd like to send you a demo. Can I speak with Joey? Hey, Joey, what's going on? We're here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. You're busy. I just want to mail you something. That easy. It's real easy. Get this really nice list going, and now you're kind of ready to get started. Anybody have questions? All right, we're on. So you're ready to get started. You've got a nice little database. We're going to be soliciting our demo. And for this first example, let's just say it's a 5-track demo. Your ultimate album will be 10 tracks. But for this, we're only going to do 5 tracks because you're not there yet with the 10. So you've got this nice 5-track EP set in a nice sleeve and everything. It's time to mail them off. So you've organized them. We're ready to go. You've stuffed them. But you need to tell the radio station who's receiving this a little bit about the album. Let's start off with what not to do. Let's start off with the information that this music director or these students want is really a very clear identification of who the band is, who are the musicians, where can I contact them, if in fact you are on a record label, whose record label are you on, and who do I contact to find out more information about the band. And then maybe like of the 5 songs, I suggest y'all listen to number 1, number 3, number 5, because let's be honest, we all know all 5 songs of our own material is shit, you know? Yeah, I mean all 10 are going to be hot too, but you got to be reasonable. You got to be able to look at your catalog and say, these are the strongest ones. I suggest if the radio guy's going to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to listen to it, check out these tunes. So there it is. Really clear, really simple information, contact information. A lot of this stuff, to be honest with you, y'all can look at all this stuff. This is a little much for someone who's working a 16-hour day at the radio station and they're in a hurry. Let's just go for this one. And they're in a hurry, and I pop the CD on, and I'm like, I've got to go through 60 CDs, and I need to know what Mark Egan is doing. That's like a little bit too much. But that's the label that they're soliciting, and we can't take that away from them. They're actually very organized, and they got more additional info. But more importantly, what it should have is the record label, the artist, the single, A little bit of promotion, that's a little too much, you know. Who to contact, that's good. And contact information at the bottom. But see, I don't see anything here about the songs, maybe a little bit here, but you know, I'd like to have the songs listed on the front. There's the musicians. So that's a little bit much.